Welcome to Three Ring Kennels. I'm Josh Cochran. Today we have just a short update video on some of the basic obedience drills we've been doing with Shira. Now, today what we're doing is we're going to be showing you how we've been extending the idea of teaching Shira how to sit and how to come, and adding a little bit more in terms of what we expect out of her along the way. Now, what you can see here is me and my little helper over there are in two different rooms. So we have a broken line of sight is the first thing we're going to be using here to add a little bit more of a challenge to being able to get Shira to move back and forth. The next thing we're going to see in this is you're going to see me adding sit at a longer duration to Shira. Now, eventually, sit is going to need to last for minutes, if not even tens of minutes at a time, and we want the dog to hold still. So, the way that we teach this is we're going to progress a little bit at a time while she's a young puppy, so as she gets older, it's much easier to simply add more and more time to sit. So, let's see if we can get this going, and we'll show you what this looks like. Shira, come, sit. Good dog. All done.
Shira, come.
Shira, come. Shira, sit. Now, what I'm doing there, I'm holding my hand up right in front of her face. She knows the treat is right in front of her, and so that keeps her focused on my hand. As we progress further in the training, my hand in front of her face will mean hold still as a reminder, so I'm not end up repeating the command. Remember, we don't want to repeat those commands. Shira, come. Shira, sit. Good dog. So, I'm counting in my head 1001, 1002, 1003 to try to get more longer and longer and longer. And over a little bit of time, we can get pretty good at this. Let's keep it going. Little helper.
Shira, come.
Now, another thing we can do along the way here is eventually we're not going to have treats to get the dog to do this all the time. So as we're working in here, we'll start to add in where we're going to have the dog sit. Good dog. And we give praise instead of the treat. This is a part of starting to phase out being dependent on treats, because obviously you don't want to have a pocket full of treats if you're going out on a hunting trip. So, let's see if we can keep this going just a little bit longer.
Hey, Shira. Over here, over here.
Shira, come. Shira, sit. Good. Now, all done. We're also adding the command in here. All done means you're free to get up and sit. Because eventually we're going to want sit mean put your behind on the floor and stay there until I tell you to do something else. So let's see if we can get her to do it one more time. Shira, come. Shira, sit. Good girl. All done.
Shira, come.
There we go. Excellent. And that's how we progress a little bit at a time with sit and come.